Hello, how are you all doing? I had to go back to the start screen again because I thought I was going to have a sneeze. And I didn't. So, that worked well. Getting a lot of glare off of my spectacles. That doesn't matter. How is everybody doing this evening? Is everybody good in chat? Was a full start? Yes. Yes, it was. It was a preemptive start. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't know how tonight's stream's gonna go. Um, Not had the best of days, but I'm here. We'll plod on through as we always do. How is everybody doing in chat? You all good? Is everyone wonderful? Is everyone having a good evening? A good day at work? Good. I don't know. Has everyone sat down with a beer? Is everyone chilled? I hope everyone's happy. That's the main thing. So, last week I saw something pop up on Twitter about Drachenfest. Soccer Choco. Good evening. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for subbing. You have taken me to the magical 700. So thank you so much. Long day at work. Rough week, drama, but feeling better for someone who's never been before. What can one expect from What's Your Game? Me. So I'm sorry for that because I'm going to be there. We should be there. What's Your Game is, think of it as like a big market where lots of people, lots of sellers, traders, makers, candlestick makers, shoemakers, all of those sorts. They turn up and they show off everything that they've got. It's not just for LARP. There's reenactment stuff there. There's some HEMA stuff there as well. There's just lots of stuff there, basically. It's a good way of a lot of companies showing off their games as well. So I think Green Cloaks have got a stall there. Paul from Baz, my brain hurts just reading that. Thermodynamic. No, I'm done. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Been doing thermodynamics at college. My brain hurts. I can imagine. Go and get yourself a beer. You'll feel better for it. But yeah, so What's Your Game? You'll get a lot of people from. I don't know if ILARP are having a stall. Have a stall there. But I'll move that light because hopefully that'll get. No. Oh well. But Empire haven't got a stall there, so Paul normally has a stall there, and he talks up Empire to people. But you'll get a lot of LARPs there trying to say, look, this is what we do, come along and play our game as well. There's lots of traders there going, look at our stuff, come and buy our stuff. And then there's lots of people like Armchair Armories there who are go and buy stuff from Armchair Armories because they're great. Bonus for me, on a personal note, I get to go and see some people who I have a lot of admiration for, and I get to meet them in person for the first time. So I'm very much looking forward to that. Downsides for me, John's there. Sorry, John. But yeah, so there's lots of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to be going on there. So we haven't. Well, it's all buy a ticket online, so we haven't picked our time slot yet. But I'm hopefully going to be able to do some filming there as well, and then I can make a little video and do some stuff. But yeah, that's to expect from What's Your Game. Take some cash if you want to buy some bits. Yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff there. Don't worry, I might not be able to go trying to work on it. Well, give us a shout if you do, because sorry, I'm just putting my slippers on, and you get to look at the large nubbin on my head. Yeah, give us a shout if you do, and let us know when you're going, because it might be the same one. Yeah, so that's about that. Welcome, Soccer Choco, as well, to Hefty Fam. welcome to the stream. Being new to LARP and being new to Empire, it's you've jumped in and you're in a pretty good place, to be honest. As you've seen, I think lots of helpful people on the Discord, and it's nice. Lots of streams. There's lots of stuff out there. So you've seen like the monstering one as well, and there's so much stuff out there. I'm just throwing my input into the world. Feel like I'm in very good hands. Oh, crazy fool. Well, we can try, can't we? But Bethany as well. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're good. So there's been some things. Obviously, the big thing for me right now is that I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers on Twitch. It hit me with the idea that if I make partner, then I will put. Hi Pete, how you doing, buddy? Because work overran massively. It's alright. There is no pressure on anyone to be here. This is just a thing that happens, and we chit chat. Yeah, we chit chat, talk, laugh, giggle, and stuff like that. So yeah. Lots of stuff has been happening. I've got lots of stuff going on. I have made a decision that if I make partner, or be positive, when I make partner on Twitch, what I want to do, my very first Twitch payout as a partner, which should be a lot more, I want to, one night left in Bristol, then home again. Awesome. I love Bristol. I liked it there a lot. I'm sure I wouldn't be too missed. I was just getting so frustrated, but you can't say to a colleague, go away, you're cutting into my time with Bob the Yeti. Yeah. Bob. Yeah, Bob's awesome. So if, when I make partner, my first paycheck that I get from Twitch, I want to give not just the money to a brand new person, but I want the Hefty fam to actually with that money, pick out all of the kit for one brand new player. Just so we can say, yeah, we've done this as well off the side. Just keeps on adding to the list of stuff that we've done within the Hefty fam, you know. So, or commissions. I don't know. I'm all over the place at the moment, I have to admit. So, yeah. So there's that. So anyway. So yeah, for that to happen, I need more than 75 people watching every stream for a while. Well, over a month. So so we need to do that. So yeah, tell your friends. Even if they don't watch and it's just on, that's fine too. Yeah, Drachenfest. Drachenfest is, for those who don't know, huge. It is the biggest LARP in the world. It takes place in Germany. And yes, you are, John, definitely. And I appreciate it. It happens in Germany. It has around 20,000 players. They spend a week before the event building an entire town. It covers, I think it's something like 60 acres, Drachenfest, and that's just the town and the castle they build. There's a couple of forts, there's a tavern, there's a market. It's huge. It's huge. I can't really emphasize that enough. There is so much there. Yeah, not a proper as in a massive keep and walls and all of that sort of stuff. But they've got the walls and they've got like a tower behind it. And that's run by one of their factions. So they have 6 factions, I believe. And basically, you turn up when you apply with your character, you apply it and go, I want to join this faction, and I'm going to be over there and stuff like that. So, in each faction is very, very loose. Chris, how you doing? You good? Happy birthday. I couldn't quite work out what happens at Dragfest. Yeah, I know. The German site is difficult to read. Really difficult to read. Thankfully, I've got the American website. So it's a lot easier to see. No, that's Twitch. You see. There we go. So there we go. Drachenfest oranges. So yeah, it's a lot easier to read. I'm learning German. I got nowhere from what I could gather. It's a huge place. It's basically just people having fights. Yeah, there's tournaments. There are games. There's battles. There's things like capture the flag going on. There's a lot. It's a lot of stuff that happens. There's a lot of plot. There's thing that you can go off and have adventures as well. You can do things like that. There's in the tavern you can get songs. There's stories and all of those sorts of things. Think of it as it's like World of Warcraft in the real world, essentially. WoW D&D. So a proper little village, and everything's going on around this village. This is like the center of the universe. They have a circle portal as well. This is where things get interesting. Well, I thought they did anyway. You can take your D&D character, your LARP character, your tabletop character, anything that you can think of character-wise, you can take to Drachenfest. So basically, what they seem to have said is that this magical circle that they have... There's a lot of loud noises going on out there. This magical circle that they have is... it's a portal to all of these different worlds, and your character steps through, does some bits and bobs, and then buggers off again. And that's what I'm planning on doing. So the only German I know is Ich mochte zwei Bier, which means I want 2 beers. It's the only thing you need to know. You're set. You could live in Germany happily. Well done. I like that. So yeah, there's lots of stuff there. My plan is 3 Bier, 5 Bier. Why 2 when you can have 3? Why 3 when you can have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go. That's my. Yes, we're reaching MCU levels of crossover here. I know. It's epic. I think, though, that my goal with people who wants a dry beer, I prefer mine wet. Oh, Pete. See, this is why I love you. My goal with Drachenfest, the Germany one, was to take Hurst Hall and a large group of people over, so we could take all of our Empire characters, and then we can go and sit down, chill out. Obviously, when you come back through, your characters forget what they've done because you're now going back into your own world. So at Empire, we can go out to people and go, "Oh, we did this," because they'll be like, "Well, that's heresy. You're going to get executed now." Probably, but yeah, there's lots of things like that, and I figured that I was looking at this, it just made me think of when we were looking at Lorien Trust and those sorts of other games, and coming up with really, really horrifically bad concepts to play. Nothing is going to beat Mafia Hobbits at the moment, I don't think. So I think we're onto a winner if we avoid Mafia Hobbits. It tut mir leid, mein Deutsch ist nicht so good. Hefty fan coach trip. Yes, yeah. That would be the plan. A minibus, something like that, and then we all go off to Germany. America would be a bit more difficult because obviously it's in America. The flights are quite cheap. I did have a look. The flights are quite cheap, and I started a bit. Did I start early? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so the flights are quite cheap, really, to get out to America. It's at a massive. We'll have a look at the site as well for it because it looks so good. Um, but it will be a case of yeah, that's the thing. Germany is you're not going to get much jet lag, and I mean the American one is just outside New York. It's in Camp Sacagawea, um, which is this massive national. It's not a national park. I don't know. There's a quarry next to it. There's an industrial park on the other side of it. But there's a lake in the middle of it. It's got Friday the 13th written all over it, basically. Um, Germany is less terrifying than America. Yes, you're less likely to get shot. Um, you're all thinking it. I just said it. So there is that too. But I'm going to be looking at the American site because it's in English mainly, and it's a lot easier to navigate than the German one. So Germany is going to be cheaper. We can take our own tents. We can all get set up, and we can all be in one place together, and everything like that. Obviously, if we do it, but didn't know they had a different one. Yep. So there are two websites. There are two sites. So I can't remember. I think it's Wyvern something. It's the American or is the German company that runs Drachenfest. It seems like this has been in the offing for a while now. I think they should have done a little bit more lead up than 3 months because it's in June. 5 months. I can't remember. Hold on, it's on the site. It says it's right there. June 6th. So it's over E2 as well, which is a pain in the ass. But yeah, you can also drive to Germany. That's the big thing. So there's a lot of different things there that would be better to do in Germany. And English is the first language at the game as well. Apart from there's one part of the site in Drachenfest in Germany which is purely in German. So it's not too bad because they get so many visitors from all over. I know that there's a huge Russian contingent that play Drachenfest, and they all camp together, and their kit is some of the best that you'll ever see in the world. So there's so much. There's so much. Yeah. Also, I have put in a little bit of a security thing on Twitch because last stream we had someone who was here purely because we are supporters of those who are transgender, the LGBTQ plus community, and they were here just to troll us. So I've got a thing put in place where I can switch chat over purely to subscriber mode. If I've done that, don't be worried. It will go back to normal mode once the said person is banned, and then everyone can chat again. Okay. But yeah, that will happen just in case someone's a bit of a twat. Wonder if the US one will rival what Beaker is it Bickerline you're thinking of? 2 masks. I think they're the big ones in America. Ponzac. That one doesn't even mean anything. Are you drunk, Pete? I hope so. But yeah, I think Bickerline is the biggest out in America. Bickerline's Canada, but it's still I don't know, they're in the same places, and I don't know. They're all connected, aren't they? But when it comes to LARP, it's all there. I'll Google it. Yeah, let us know. I'll load up. Right, let's have a look. Let's go and have a look at Drachenfest. Yeah, same landmass. It's all over there somewhere. It's all somewhere over there. It's all frightful. It's not frightful. But yeah, I would love to go to the American one. I'd love to go to the German one. There's so many LARPs out there that I want to try and do, and I think if I plan on going to any, I will try to drag as many people along as I can, kicking and screaming. So I think the only thing that this Drachenfest website doesn't have are that many pictures, which is annoying, because the kit standards at Bickerleen are insane. Penzik. Ooh. Penzik LARP. The Penzik War. Oh. Okay, that's... let's have a quick... So you can Penzik, that's the one. I think it's so it's just combat then. If it's a buffer LARP, it's just fighting. So, which is it more of? A LARP nexus for all worlds, or is it one own world that happens to get visitors? Yeah, it's its own world that happens to get visitors. That's what big Drachenfest is. So, if it's a buffer LARP, right, I've got the... See if you can see it. There you go. So you can see what I'm seeing. Let's have a look at some photos. Okay, that's... Hey, this looks nice. Bear with me. Viking A-frame. Ooh. Wow. That's a thing. A buffer, just pool noodles on sticks. Yes. Yeah, I'm currently working on a video called The History of LARP, funnily enough. And I'm looking at buffer stuff at the moment, and it's... Buffers have their place in LARP. And I find that buffers are great for massively, if they're really big combat systems, because people are fighting like 16, 17 hours a day in those sorts of places. So buffers definitely have their place. Jeez, look at that. It's quite nice. Oh my god. Oh my god, can you see? Have you seen that? That is insane. I want to see what they drive to an event, because that is insanity. Yeah, the witch finally got to Aslan. Definitely, yeah. But that's crazy. That's a Boaty McSpittleface. That's a boat. That's a boat. That's a boat. bear with us 1 sec. And just because I can't see chat at the moment. There we go. So the wolf den, obviously with a U. Oh, how? Wow! Look at that. That's insane. Okay. Okay, I don't know if I don't get this too much now. That's... Okay. This is weird. There's an idea for it. It's, yeah, sod the tent, bring the boat. Yeah, damn right. That's... This is insane. Wait a minute. That's real arrows. That's a buff. Yeah. That's a... Okay. Okay, well, I'm not overly sold on the melee battle, but then you look at walking the causeway. That looks incredible. And then that's just crazy. An aerial image, Jesus. Well, that puts everything to shame, doesn't it? Really. But okay, so yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm not. This one would probably take a lot more to look into, I think. Because there's so much there. Yeah, there's so much there. So nighttime lark photography is some of my favourite to see. Yeah. Oh, you can just see my hand over the top. Hello. Yeah, different type of lark from long ago in the before times. Yes. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like it could be interesting. They got mares. That's in Kentucky. Let's have a look at this. I'm curious. Quite expensive. But that's interesting though. Newcomers activities. So, can someone tell me what SCA is? Your first SCA event. I don't know. Well, it was something I'd have to have a quick look at some point. I think it's definitely up there as being whole thing is steep. I would love a LARP near the sea, but I guess yes, yeah. I once heard that it's a thing that German businessmen take project cars from secret fencing clubs. Since they've taken the same philosophy translates to their LARP, given the bare bones nature of those weapons. Going to walk away with some bruising. That's what the hum is for. Yes. Yeah, that's what I got from it. SF applied to US, but I don't know what it stands for. I'm looking forward to experience Anvil in the dark with all the campfires going on. Social creative anarchism. Yes. You're being very nice, and I'm here for it. But it's expensive for a building being some plasterboard with an OK paint job. Yeah. Speciality Coffee Association, strong customer authentication. Yeah, I think that I had a great idea. That boat looked amazing. Looking at it at night, it looked great. It was really well lit. A couple of red flags for me. It had bullying warnings on every single page. So I don't know if they've had issues with bullying in the past. So that might be a bit of a red flag for me. The weapons looked... One of the weapons there, I don't know if anyone saw the red pole arm at the bottom going along. That, to me, looked like a mop handle with some foam lodged on the end. That's what that looked like to me. So I get this screams to me of... yeah, there was loads of... there was so much gaffer tape in all those pictures. I was almost right. SEO is the Society for Creative Anarchism. Okay. So it's like someone took reenactment and LARP and just said, replace your weapons with plastic and foam. But we don't want them to look great. There were some weapons there that looked all right. There was a couple of hammers, maces that I saw. They looked all right. But the whole thing didn't... I don't know. The boat looked good. That castle... yeah. Yeah. You know some people who do that one. It'd be interesting. I'd love to chat to them. I would love to chat to those people. Yeah. Penzic War. I might see if I can get in contact and have a chat with people about it and just see what they do, what they go on with, get some stories. Who knows? It could be fun. General Flowers of... right, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, Miss Westra. Okay. It could be interesting. I might ping her a message. Don't keep giving me ideas for things to do. I've got so much stuff to do. Yeah. But it doesn't look amazing. I'm sure it's the same as like airsoft and stuff like that. When I did the National Airsoft Festival, there are some things there that you would want to avoid, like the SS people. But when you're sat down with your lot and you're just going off with your own group, it was great fun. It was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, I'm going to put that in that sort of bracket. Not the SS, but you know, it strikes me as one. Yeah, like LARP roleplay mixed with reenactment weapons kit. Yeah, that's exactly what I've said. Yeah, so I think it could be interesting and it could be fun for something to do if you were over there and you had a few $100 spare, some kit and an RV, and you knew a lot of people. I think that's something that you do as a big group. That's a group event. I wouldn't turn up to something like that on my own. I would turn up on my own because I'm bullshit enough, but I think it could be a lot of fun. I think for a certain type of person who'd really enjoy it, yeah, definitely. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Drachenfest, so let's have a look at Drachenfest, shall we? Let's move on to Drachenfest and do the Drachenfest things because of Drachenfest things. So, obviously, the first thing you notice is you can understand the website this time. It's really well laid out immediately. Downside, I think it's all on one page as well to start off with. So we'll have a look. Tickets. Is at that place. We'll have a look. Ooh. Nope. In a little bit. about the event. More specifics coming soon. So it's still in its. It's still being planned, essentially. I prefer to open test. Yeah. So Camp Sacagawea. You must be. This is something that was good. I have to admit, when I saw it was in America, I was a bit concerned about what they would be doing in that sort of way. But you must be vaccinated to attend this thing. You must be provided at the time of ticket sale. So looks cool. So tickets, $150. Or an extra $50 if you want to arrive on the Monday. So $200. I think, when did it start? It was on the Thursday, wasn't it, I believe. So yeah, so $200 for the event. So what's that in real money? I don't know. 160 quid, 150 quid, something like that. So it's not too bad, to be honest, and it's 4 days as well. So it's twice the amount of Empire. Over twice the amount of Empire. So what do you get? Oh, it's $230. Sold in rounds. So you could go from Monday to Sunday. You could be given a plot of land, or you get a cabin as well. So that's cool. Right, this is the bit that we're interested in, let's be honest. These are the camps. So they look... Ooh, they have put some photos up. That's interesting. I like that. Wow. Wow. That's incredible. But everything looks great at night. The Dragon Claw Inn. That looks really cool. It's like they give it a fresh lick of paint every year. The gate, cash credit, all cool. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, that tavern. That tavern. So that's the cabins. And there'll be people playing music there. So let's have a look so we can... Well, let's go through some of the rules, and then we'll go back and have a look at the camps so we can come up with our really interesting character concepts or group concepts. Ooh, we've got logistics one as well. That's cool. So where does it take place? Oh, right, okay. What kind of weapons do you fight with? Latex and foam weapons. Latex weapon, a good representation. So Wyvern Crafts Epic Armory of Calimasil can be purchased in our marketplace. That's nice. I like that. It means there's going to be like a trader's alley or something like that there. One day when PD get a perm, it's like, oh god, yeah, well, for those who watched my last chat with Mr. Matt P, a permanent site is closer than people realise, I believe. So how old do you have to be to attend? 16. Happens if it rains. You get wet. I want to help. Oh, I wonder if they'd pay my travel. See, this is what was missing on the German site, was that it wasn't really easy to find their rules or anything like that was written down. So that's cool. So they've got their codec. They've got everything here. Where's your relationship with German Drachenfest? We are partnered directly with Drachenfest Germany. Excellent. What's the plot of the event? The prequel to a larger festival to be held in future years. Our characters are pioneers in a new world recently created by the dragons. You'll establish organisations, traditions, and the political structures which will form the skeleton of the Drachenfest. Ah. So, what I have taken from that, they have not written out any laws. They have not done anything in the game whatsoever. Well, they've done stuff in game, but it's everyone there to you'll be in your camps and stuff like that. But you come up, they're relying on the player. It's going to be all player driven, so it's going to be like Empire in a way, which is all player driven, and you'll be there to set up all your laws, your positions. So you may have generals, you may have senators, you may have a king, you may have a baron, you may have a mayor. You may have a baroness, you may have an empress, something like that. So that's pretty damn cool. I really like the sound of that. Don't know if you could hear the fish tank there. Yeah, so that sounds pretty funky. I like the sound of that. Makes me want to go even more. What does it mean to play an already established character? If you've got a fantasy LARP character, you can bring them to Drachenfest. In play, your character found a way through one of the misty gates, which leads to the dragon world. Your character may find passing through the gate has changed them a little. You'll rebuild your character using our rules, so your spells and abilities will likely change. Even though your character may just be on vacation here in the dragon world, we ask that you treat the event plot and your allegiance to a dragon as meaningful and important. It's more fun when we're all invested. Very, very true. Right, let's open that in new things. I want to look at the character creation stuff if we can find it. What is the fighting like? This is something that we like to know. We use a light touch system, meaning your weapon blow should never hurt anyone. I didn't load it up on the screen, I'm sorry. Should never hurt anyone. But if your weapon is... You twat them. Just twat people. I'll put the site up now so you can see it. So in our system, you only take a couple hits, but your character is unable to fight anymore. Armor significantly increases your survivability. Healing works slowly. There is no way to instantly recover from an injury. Potions need to be digested. It takes time to knit a wound using magic or medicine. Here we go. How do I make a character? As detailed in our rulebook. Okay. Death is only temporary. Dragon's magic allows their followers to return from death. If you die in a battle, you can be resurrected within your camp. After resurrection, you'll be very weak and must rest. If the battle you died in is still going on, you can't recover until it's over. Can I go on quests? You can increase your camp's score. Score. Okay. I mean, you shouldn't try to hurt people, but I feel like systems shouldn't act like you're not going to get bruises when you literally are. So, that raises a very, very good point, Bethany. I have seen people from Empire taken to hospital, not just because of stupid things jumping and stuff like that, falling down holes and things like that. Arrows to the eyes, concussions from blows to the head. So yeah, you should just say, please don't aim to hurt people. I think that should be the pull your blows. Something like that is better than going a light touch. It's a contact hobby. Contact is going to happen. Risk of bruising will be a thing. Some bruise more easily than others. You don't do it on purpose, but it can happen. Exactly. There is a reason most events have first aiders on site. I love to tell the story of that girl who, while monstering, I picked up and sent her back, and she turned around with a full gauntlet and punched me in the face as hard as she could. Yeah. So, yeah, loads of blood. It happens. I mean, not when you do a dickish thing like that, but it happens. Accidents happen, and people get hit. You get hurt. I come if I'm not bruised coming back from Empire, I haven't tried hard enough in my eyes. I need to have done more in an event. So there's loads of stuff like that. But yeah, I think I agree with what Peter said there. It's a contact hobby. So right, let's get back to it. So camp score. Okay, that's interesting. Within the city, there's a mage guild, fighters guild. Some believe there may be a thieves guild. You can join these organisations in play, performing some sort of paying a fee of coins, or performing some sort of quest. Each guild offers classes where you can learn skills that aren't commonly available. How does in-game money work? Like money, vendors do accept real money. How should I go about bringing a larger group? Contact them. Okay, fair enough. So that's interesting. So about the camps. Okay, no, yeah, it's fine, right. Let's have a look at the camps then. I don't think they've got too much written down on either of them, so I'm not going to bore you. Plus, you'd hope the armour is doing a job. I quite like the risk of getting a few bruises. Makes you more invested in avoiding being hit. Noted. Check Steve before he leaves sight with a hammer. Yes. Hang on. Did they mention buying more IC coin? Yes, they did. You can. It looks like a little bit like you can pay to. Well, it's not pay to win. Let's go down to it. Coins are not a huge factor in this game. You can purchase more from a vendor. So, yeah. I don't think it has the same impact as it does at Empire. But I think the money adds, the in-game currency adds something as well, though, I believe. So, I mean, I think things can change at this game. It hasn't even done its first event yet. So, I mean, look how much Empire has changed. Pay to rich. So your OOC wealth translates to your IC wealth. Yeah. But you can't loot from other players. Yeah, there we go. Sacagawea. Yeah, microtransactions. It's an odd one. It's an odd one because I love the fact that when people are down, if someone loses in-character coin that they've paid for, it becomes a bigger deal. So I can't take Mac around, and if someone's left all their IC coin on the table, and I just go yoink, thank you very much, and I walk off, people will be coming up to me going, can you give them their money back? And stuff like that. Whereas at Empire, it's just like, well, we don't know who's taking it. And it's like, well, yeah, you're probably rich enough anyway. There's more, yeah, I don't know. I do, yeah, stealing at Empire can be fun, just don't get caught. So yeah, no looting. I really like the idea of taking an Anvil group and the characters feeling more attached to each other than people not from Anvil. Yeah. Yeah. My first character wouldn't. So yeah, no trading, it looks like. Well, there probably is trading because one of the groups is a trading group. Is a market thing there. So there is, and they do give you options to bring your own stuff to sell and that. So yeah, no trading. Well, there will be trading. I'll show you that one. Well, let's just go to it first, shall we? So the Bazaar. So the Bazaar is an urban pumping heart of Drachenfest US, a melting pot of vibrant city life, home to proud aristocrats, heralds, tavern keeps, artisans, as well as the more derelict dredges of society. The Bazaar provides a living, breathing in-game town with a great many quests and hidden secrets to be found. Legendary wars that most certainly can sway the entirety of the Tournament of the Dragons. In addition to the many out-game LARP vendors and food and drink options, the town is home to in-game trades, guilds, and player-run businesses. The guilds are historic institutions that can teach powerful skills, helping you to turn the tide of battle. Need to turn a ragtag of fighters into an army? Look no further than the Fighters Guild. Blah, blah. Yeah, come on. So, yeah, it's just the guilds. There's a lot of guilds. So, your own businesses. There we go. And the Bazaar is your... so, coffee cart. So, you can do whatever you want. Note the goal of the in-game Bazaar business is not to provide services for dollars, but to enrich the game world. Okay. So, yeah, so there's a lot there. So, if you're wanting to join anything like that, then that's where you go. So, you can turn up with your own... you can turn up with your own stuff, and just to do that little bit more and try to make money, but it doesn't seem like that's the end goal. So let's have a look at red. So the red dragon brims with energy and demands action. The red one yearns for the furnace of conflict and war to reveal the worthy. They stand for valor and strength. The inner conflict is recklessness and rage. The red dragon commands that its followers follow words with action. Okay, so these are the soldiers. This is the place where you will get all of the fighters, people who are there for a scrap and that turning up. So these will be the one. So this camp at night, I reckon, will become quite rowdy. They have little patience for fast talkers and drawn out diplomacy. Strength, not just of arm, but also of heart, and mind is respected here. The many gods of war, bravery, and heroism are revered as aspects of the dragon. The red path calls out to the brave and strong souls who carve a name for themselves in storied deeds. Thoughts? Thoughts on that one? Doesn't appeal to me, to be honest, which is a bit of a shock. Oh, bruise. I think that's I think that strikes me as one that's where a lot of new players would go and say, "Oh, I want to turn up and have a bit of a fight. Let's go and have a bit of a Barney, and see what's what." It's the Viking Dornish faction. Yeah. It's a mix there. So yeah, a bit of it's if Dawn and the Steiner got together, I reckon, on that front. Not for me personally. I like to have a fight. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy a scrap, but that one for me, and that's a no. The Green Dragon protects the cycle of wild nature, with added testosterone. Yeah. I'd be worried that people might use it as an excuse to be not nice to people, but not in an interesting way, interesting roleplay way. But that might just be me. Yes, Empire has set the bar really, really high. I think if you are turning up to this sort of place just so you can go off and be the brute, and you're going to treat people like crap, then I don't know. I mean, I know how some people would react in those situations. So, for example, if I walked into this camp and someone was there just going, "Ah, you're a prick," and blah, 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 and you've got a stupid face and your hair's fallen off of your head, it's now on your chin, ha, 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 and stuff like that, then yeah, I'd kick the shit out of them in character. And that would be it. If you've only got a couple of hits, 2 or 3 hits, then yeah, it's not going to take too long before I put them on the floor. Because I'll be a lot more aggressive. But I can't. Yeah, you're exactly right there. Walking into a camp where you know that they're just going to be cocks. It's a bit of a dick move. Top tip: don't pick a fight with a gun. No, well, not if he's got all his armor and magic and potions. No. Yeah, it's a bit of a a cocky thing to do. It's a bit of a dickish thing to do. So, right, let's have a look at green and see what they're like. So, green, guardian of the cycle of the nature of life and death. They stand for the balance of nature and the inner conflict, and is a struggle to maintain that balance. The green dragon represents both birth and natural death, predator and prey. Diseases as well as healing. It is the coldness of frost as well as the warmth of the summer sun. The followers of the green, like nature itself, can be uncaring and cruel, for all life rises and falls in the eternal cycle. The characters that follow the green path revere the natural world. Warriors and rangers, druid, elves, and beast folk all are found here. Righteousness and strict codes of honour have no needful place in nature, but neither does greed. The green camp honours nature, seasonal change, animals, natural cycles. Necromancy and abomination is strongly reviled. The green path calls out wise and honest souls, those who seek to protect and live in harmony with the natural cycle. Yeah. I'm guessing there's going to be levels in how much people portray each dragon's attitude. Yeah. Green is about balance and elf is. Yeah, I mean, all I got from that was I'll walk into that camp and there's going to be a lot of elves walking around where I think thinking about the way that they are I think that would be where Mac fits at the moment. I think I could see Mac fitting in quite well there, just without the elf ears and the balance. But he will be taking all the mushrooms. So it's an odd one. He's not Novari. He's a Calavesi. But yeah, they are. It's a mixture there. Orc, Navarre, in a way. So it's a bit of an odd one, that one. I like the sound of that one though, but I like necromancy. So never mind. Druid faction, yeah, druids. So there's a bit of a mixture in that one. So that's green. Shadow. The shadow represents the end of all roads. Death. Wood elf mafia. Yeah, that could be fun. What silver begins, shadow ends. The followers of the shadow dragon value power, magic, and secrecy. The shadow path strengthens stealth and cunning, and darkness is their ally. Oh no. Excuse me. Their inner conflict is hunger for power. Often thought of as the camp forester. I forgot how to read there. Their aesthetic is gothic and gloomy. The shadow dragon. Oh, this is how you. So this is camp edgelord, isn't it? The shadow dragon demands that his followers acquire power and knowledge, no matter the cost. So if you've played vampire or werewolf, this is shadow lords and Tremere from there thrown in here, I can see. The forces wielded by the shadow path can tax the souls and bodies of its wielders, sometimes twisting them into something monstrous. You think the darkness is your ally? I was born into the darkness. Oh my god. Oh my god, John, why? Why have you done this? No. Oh, that's horrible. That's painful. That shadow, it's eyeshadow. Yeah. Oh no, you're going to get... Yeah, night magic. Probably, yeah. You're going to see... Oh my god. Drow gear, do you think? Styles and that one. So, I don't know. I think they allow drow because that's the stereotype, isn't it, there? Orcs, mate. Well, no. There'll be lots of dark makeup, black robes. Jesus Christ. Evil wizard edgelord. Lots of new. Yeah. I want. Okay, Pete. I want to see some people in that camp dressed as adamant. That would be amazing. Twilight the camp. Oh. Why? But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of stuff on there that I get the impression that once they've had their first game and they've seen how it's gone, I think a lot of the stuff on that site will expand massively, because people will have jumped in. They'll have taken it by, they'll have grabbed it by the balls, and run with it. Robert Smith. So we meet again. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Lots of is it the Cure? So yeah, all the deep poetry. It'll be lots of people walking around doing Baldric's poem from Blackadder Goes Forth. Boom, 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 boom. So I think there's a lot of, you can see why they have put it like they have. So from my perspective, is they've gone, look at the size of this world. We've given you this. You take that, you play with that, and then the next time round, we'll expand. And then the time after that, we'll expand even more. So in 3-4 years' time, we've gone from this to this. So I think that's what the plan is there. If that's what they're doing, then yeah, it's a great idea. I think they're doing it the right way. Maybe they're hesitant to take time writing lots of lore for everything before they've confirmed they have a big enough audience. Yeah. I have only seen this put out in 2 places so far. One of them's me, and they haven't even paid me to do it. I'm not getting paid for this. I haven't been asked to do this. I've chosen to do this myself. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. But it's... Yeah, I think I agree with you there. I think that they are looking to see what sort of the reaction is when they join, and see how many people they've got. Alfie! How you doing, my friend? I hope you're good. It's a bit like the Flaction Birds so far are more of a flavour speech, and as you say, we'll fill out. Yeah, I think that's what they'll do. So I think they're going, this is the basic stuff, and then you'll get. So it'll be like, right, okay. So within this, so like for the Shadow Camp, for example, I reckon they'll go. So, what did we get in the Shadow Camp? Then this is what their meeting will be like after the event. I reckon it'll be like, so let's talk about the Shadow Camp, shall we? So they'll okay, so we got a quarter of the camp are edgelords. Okay, quarter of the camp dressed up like adamant, and a quarter of the camp dressed up in dark robes and just did necromancy and were interested in raising the dead. So okie dokie. And the other quarter of the camp just were like dark knights and looking to do evil stabby things. So that's what I reckon will happen, and then they'll come out and they'll go, right, so within the camp they'll go, okay, so we can appeal to that lot with this, that lot with this, that lot with this, that lot with this. And I reckon they'll have that across the board. So that's my only opinion. Hi 7 Warlocks, how you doing? I hope you're good. So that's my take. Only a quarter edgelords. This is far below expectations. I was trying to be nice. That's what I reckon. That's my take on what will happen there. Is they'll have a look on it and just say, right, we've got this group, this sort of this sort of group's formed, this sort of group's formed. So let's appeal to that as well in certain ways and say let's take A, B, and C, and we'll make that another little. So you can join the shadow camp, but within the shadow camp, you've also got like a little necromancers group. You've got a Black Knights group, and you've got Prince Charming's group. Really loose archetypes, yeah, really loose archetypes. I think that that's what I can see them. I could see something like that happening. As is my way anyway. I take the piss out of everything, so it's but I like the idea of them taking on board everything that's happened at a game and then altering things and running with it, like Empire have done. So yeah, as that was said earlier, Empire has set really high standards. Did I even finish reading the Shadow? No, I didn't. So acquire knowledge, blah. The Hellbent pursuit can lead to internal power struggles. The dark tragic ends for the careless and unwary. Their forces wielded by the Shadow Path can tax the souls and bodies of its wielders, and sometimes twisting them into something monstrous. Yeah, I did read this, didn't I? Did I read this? I can't remember. Oh no, I think I read that, just not this. The characters that follow the Shadow Path are those that seek knowledge or power above all things, and are willing to sacrifice themselves and others to get it. This attracts powerful spellcasters and sorcerers, as well as skilled fighters, blackguards, and scholars who prefer clever solutions over simple brute force. In other words, the Shadow Dragon presents itself as gods of death, darkness, and secrets, and monstrous beauty. So that's my 4 quarters. That's my 4 quarters right there, isn't it? So, so gods of death, so necromancy, darkness. There's the Black Knight. Secrets was the other one that I mentioned, and monstrous beauty is adamant. So, yeah. So I think so. You've got that. Bits. Did it come up? Did anybody see the GIF? Did it come up? I wasn't paying any attention. That's amazing. 7 Morlocks. That's legendary. Charlie, Aaliyah. It's good of them to put these kind of role players in one camp, so the rest of us don't have to deal with them. There's a purple triangle thingy. Oh, the GIF didn't appear. Oh, that sucks. Reads Aaliyah, says Charlie. Yes, yeah, I know. Sorry. Oh, that was brilliant. I love that. Oh, don't worry. Yes. Adamants are probably fun to party with. Yeah, that Friday feeling. It's yeah, I'll be going over and drinking with the that quarter of that lot. Oh my god, that's fantastic. And thank you for the bits, Alfie. Really appreciate it, bud. Good to see you as well. Oh man, right. Let's Oh, there we go. Bits. Oh, I wanted to get Betty White in because you know the legend that is. Oh, that's fantastic. Fantastic. I think trying to get necromancers to party could be amusing in itself. That would be good. Right, what's next? What's next on this? So Shadow, so Silver. Is this going to be like Paladins, do we think? The Silver Dragon stands for a long couple of months. It's good to be back. Good, mate. I think trying to get... That's good. It's good to see you again, man. It's good to have you back. Elka. Yes, I'll have to do. I'll have to get a meatloaf one going as well. Honor, not in my LARP. The silver one is the creator and the beginning of the cosmos. They stand for light and creation, and their inner conflict is coldness and detachment. The silver dragon wants to destroy those powers that emerge from the outside the established cycle. In the pursuit, the followers of silver can be very judgmental and callous. Care must be taken to temper this holy wrath with empathy and compassion. The characters who follow the silver path rely on divine power and strength of arms to serve a higher cause. Clerics of light, truth and creation are held in high regard here. Magicians and sorcerers are not unwelcome devotees, but their skill is not relied to carry the day. Their skill is not relied on to carry the day. The Silver Army prefers swords to wands. Calls out to the noble and righteous souls, those who hold their virtue and honour in high esteem. That's silver. Betty White Giff is when she's playing Elka in Cleveland. Yeah. High Guard on steroids. They're so paladin. Yeah, that's how I read it. Sounds like a lawful, stupid trap. At the moment, I don't know about everyone else who's watching. I am linking. Yes, correct. Yes, yeah. Ignore this one, Grit. This is not for you. High Guard on steroids. This is not for you, my friend. I'm leaning towards green for me, personally, at the moment. I reckon I could get high there. In character, I reckon they've got all the drugs in character. Yeah, I can see people having a lot of fun in it. Yeah. I can see people enjoying aspects of all of these so far. I think there are some of these where it's just like, oh dear Lord, no. Is it wrong that as I was reading parts of that, I thought, is this a Republican? Who knows? Who knows on that one? Oh, so that's silver. Right, so... So, blue. What do we think blue? Mudder. Make dragons great again. Oh my god. Oh my god. So what is blue? What do we think blue's going to be? Is this going to be... I don't know. Airy fairy folk. Bad Beth. Bad, but funny, yep. Blue's going to be all magic-y mana wizardry. I'm thinking red, but take a large group into it, changing them into a less cock and more rock. Yeah. So we're all going for blue as magic. Blue determines values self-determination, opposes all forms of conformity and tyranny. Stand for liberty and choice, but their inner conflict is greed. They're fucking Republicans. They are Republicans. They are bloody Republicans. They're Republicans. The blue dragon encourages exploration of the cosmos, body and spirit, chasing after their inspiration. Oh my god. Chasing after inspiration. The followers of blue can trample on the lives of others. Their zest for life and experience can manifest as greed, squabbling, and jealousy. Oh, Jesus Christ. The character who follows the blue path desire not the comforts of a settled life, but push towards the next horizon. Explorers, soldiers of fortune, seafarers, gourmands, sorcerers, and treasure hunters all might hear the call of freedom. The blue one is presiding gods of luck, fortune, travel, and hedonism. Because of the personal freedom so valued by the blue path, many battle plans and strategies are decided by a form of voting or volunteering, which can be a double-edged sword. Wow. It's the French. Oh, born in the USA / blue camp. Try not to laugh. Thanks. Scientologist. Oh my God. Oh my lord. So, we were all wrong. We were all very wrong. Oh my god. They're way too much fun to be... Yeah. Yeah, definitely not max camp, no. Ooh, no. Their fighters are going to have blue kits, blue face paint. Oh no. Pirates, yeah. They've said pirates in their stuff. There's... Oh, it's going to be... You're going to have a quarter of them pirates, a quarter of them Braveheart. And the rest of them Trump supporters. Don't know. 300 shirtless men trying to talk like Shrek. Yeah. Yeah, because they got layers. I can't do a Scottish accent. I can't do an Irish accent, but it doesn't stop me. Yar, har, har, freedom and that. Yeah, that's... I think the blue is not for me at all. That would be the place that I go. So if Mac and Grim were in that world, that is the place we would go to wind them up. We would go there just to take the piss. Fucking hell. That's... Yeah. Well, that's all of the... that's all of their things done. So I've got their rule book here as well. The 300 men, shirtless men trying to talk like Shrek. Yeah, best description of LARP. Doesn't stop you doing an Irish accent. No, it won't stop because I'm having fun and people know I'm not there to like just be insulting. I'm just there to... It's just there to have fun. That's what this is meant to be. Red, black, blue, green, silver. Out of all of that, yeah, green for one is number one for me. Then I hate to say it, probably red. After that, then black. Then, oh, that's it. Yeah, I won't even put the others in. I don't think I can't do that to myself. I've got the green then shadow. Yeah. Oh. So their the rule book looks incredible. Look at that. Looks really nice. Basic rules. So, character creation. This is what we're interested in. Skills. Okay. I've gone past it, haven't I? Introduction, character creation. Here we go. All character skills may be chosen freely. Each character skills need a certain amount of character points. Each character is the sum of 15 character points. So you start off with 15, and then you get 1 for every 10 days, and then 1 for every event. Okay, so that's not too bad. Yeah, me too. It reminds me of the old D&D player's guide. Oh, that wasn't my order. It was just a colour recap. Sorry, Pete. So, 15 character points. So that's fine. Wow. It's expensive. So, Ambidex. is 2 points. Heavy armor, 8 points. Body regeneration, toughness. First aid, healing, medicine. Make fire. Read write. Who needs that? Basic maths, herbalism, stock reading. Woodwork, repair shield, leatherwork, metalwork. Pick, build locks. There's loads of stuff here. Ooh. Did I just get disconnected? Did it all just cut out there? Because... oh, that was weird. I got bounced, I disconnected, solve the reset, assumed it was me. No, it did it to everybody, so this is Twitch. Twitch, what you doing? No, it's it was the power of the silver dragons. Silver dragons. Yeah, let's go with that. That was Bazaar. I don't get that. What's happened there? The Marder found me. Oh my god, that's too funny. Too funny. Right, let's go back to it and have a look. So yeah, you might have to take one for that. Every character can learn every skill is not subject to class or race. The following is divided into topics to enhance. Ah, right, okay. So some character skills can be brought in succession to others. Skills which demand other skills. As a condition, are marked with a star. So for ambidex, I need one-handed weapons, so that's 3 points. So if I was taking Mac, I'd have to have one-handed weapons, ambidexterity, heavy armor, so that's 11. Jesus, there's... I suppose it's not... Yeah. And then I'd take body regeneration and toughness. There you go, 15. Done. There's not that much there really, but I suppose to... They cover a lot, don't they? There's a hell of a lot covered there. Oh, thank you for the bits. Bit of an echo. Has it gone? Is the echo gone? Just get rid of that. You don't want to see that. How about? It's now. Now it has. Ah, right. Okay. So when I refreshed, then it had this Twitch thing, so I can see who's on. So it had loaded it up and unmuted it. Oh well. So yeah, it looks like you have to pay points to build a fire. Yep. There's some interesting one. There's some interesting. Oh bollocks! I just deleted it. There's some interesting stuff there. That's for sure. Still. Right. Do you want to have a look at the site that they've got in America? Now, remember what I said? It's got Friday the 13th written all over it. Fire building and icy skill. Guess I won't be cooking bacon in the morning then. No. Quarter of the way to the partner viewer level. Yeah, we'll get there. Turn your dreams into reality. Let's have a look. So this is all part of the... Oh my god. So this place is going to have potentially thousands. So for those of you who haven't seen... Yeah, this looks... So, how many people have seen Friday the 13th? Because, I mean, this looks... It looks amazing. I mean, it looks absolutely incredible. Sand pit. Yeah, the price is high probably to cover the insurance. The price is high, why is it bad for... Adam's Family 2, Camp Chippewa. Yeah. Ernest goes to camp as well. Oh my god, I thought that guy was the king from Burger King for a second. So ticket prices are, if you come 2 days early, $230. So Camp Sacagawea, here we go. Bear shelters, waterfront cabin, old barn, pond, lake. Looks, it's huge. I mean, at the end of the day, it's massive. That is like a year of Empire. Yeah, definitely. 5 go LARPing and never come back. So yeah, 150 to 235. It's a wedding venue. So that's what it costs the Earth. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I mean, I agree with Aaliyah. I think I would pay that. I would go. And that, but I think it would be a one-off. I just have to find someone in America who can yeah, who can like lend me tent, armor, weapons. I was expecting blockbuster ticket prices. Yeah, I was expecting more. It's 4 days of LARP, and you can be... So it's... If you pay the full 235, it's 6 days. So, yeah. So, yeah, you could... They'll probably put more on as they get closer to it as well. So, I would go. If I could afford it now... and everything, I would go. I would be there for that. I would go to this. It'll be it's going to be added to the list of LARPs that Steve wants to go and do. I've got an American friend who's coming here tomorrow at Empire, and he's offered to loan me kit if I ever go over there. It's just the money. Yeah, I don't know why I looked over there to read that because the message is there. I think, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that we know people in it. I mean, to be honest, thinking about it, I know those 2 American Marines that came over. Like a friend of mine who's coming over here to do Empire, and he's offered to loan me kit if I... Yeah, okay, yeah. Not tomorrow. To do, not tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, I know those American Marines, and I know they've still got all their kit. So I've never done a blockbuster LARP. There's not been an IP that takes my fancy. No, it's free to go to America if you stay away on a boat and hide amongst the rope and crates. Yep. Can I find the idea? An Empire character will arrive there like, how do I fire? I know, right? But to be honest, I think if we had a large group from Empire turn up there, and I was sat there at our camp, and we had the fire pit going. And they said, "How did you like that? Has any of you got light fire?" I was like, "No." I said, "But it's night time and it's cold. Fuck off." Then problem solved. I think these stats are more for I'm going off to do a quest or something, and they're saying, right, I want to light a fire in this bit here. It's like, right, have you got it? Then yeah, you can do it. So I think back in your own camp, they're not going to come up to you and go, no, you cannot have a fire pit um, if none of you have got this skill. So, do you have a permit for that fire? I think I would struggle to justify the cash monies when it could be spent on other stuff. Each their own. Yeah. I mean, obviously this one is in June, so that's too soon for me. And I want to go to Empire. But if it goes really well, then maybe next year. Maybe next year. That's an option. Who knows? Who knows? But I think something like this would be amazing to go to. And it's nearly a nice cottage getaway or a city break. Yeah, I had a look at the plane prices as well. That's not in, I don't know how you would get from uh, here. So, all right, I've loaded up Google Maps. So yeah, this will probably be this will probably be a bit of a interesting one for people to see. So it's Camp Sacagawea. So Camp Sacagawea is here. I mean, doesn't look like much there, but pond. Like, so there's no leaves on the trees. I reckon when it's all green, it looks absolutely amazing. So you've got a technical school there, nursery, steel place, a quarry as well. So it is just outside. Well, I'll say just outside. There we go. That's there. So yeah, JFK is the airport. I think I'd rather do the one in Germany. It's it's cheaper. But I think I'd want to do both. In all honesty, Germany. We talked about it earlier. We can get a minivan, minibus, and we can drive all the way to Germany. And yeah, that'll be it. JFK Airport. So it's still a 2.5 hour drive on top of that as well. So I think, but it looks great. I think it's doable in the future, and that. So let's see what happens. Really, but yeah. So that was Drachenfest, and the other one. I've forgotten the name of already. Not Bickerleen, Pensick. So that was Drachenfest and a little bit of Pensick. So Pensick might be worth having a little look at as well. Maybe. Who knows? I think it looks good. I think it's got a lot of potential. Lads Tour Drachenfest 2023. Yes. Lads on tour. Hearst Tour, we've already talked about it. And there's quite a few of us who want to go. And there's a few others from the 2 feet who have talked about it as well. So I think there's potential, a lot of potential there, and we could all go as a big group, a big Empire group, and we can have a huge area just for where we can set up and make a big thing of it next year. We'll look at it next year. So yeah, so that's that. What else is going on? Stuff. I've got projects, loads. What's the big one? What's the big thing that I want to do next? So yeah, if we can get a lot of people watching, then hopefully I can have a little icy story too about how this group of people wandered through a portal they shouldn't have. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be good too. I think if everyone turned up as their the things, yeah, the German orcs look insane. They're absolutely insane. I look forward to fighting them. So yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. I want to get back to doing giveaways as well. Again, so the Sentinel Gate's on the fritz again. Yeah, it's put me somewhere. Not on this plane of existence. That would be good. So yeah, I want to start doing the giveaways again. I've got the two candidates for the Extreme Makeover Challenge as well. So that's all sorted. I'd like to make that a regular thing. So when E1 is done, I will then look out to get someone else to go up against for potentially E2. So we can get another 2 new people in and give them 200 quid's worth of new stuff for an event. You know, we'll keep on going like that. It just adds to the stuff that we've done for people. More bits. Thank you very much. Oh, look, she's there winking at you. So yeah, so there's lots of stuff that we can do. And we're getting back into the swing of things. Yeah, everything's growing. It's great. My goal this year to get Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch up to 1,000 on each. Am I doing Spring MCM? I am. Yes, I will be speaking to them do it. I've already had. I can't remember the guy's name. Yeah, one of the guys there has already reached out because obviously I had to pull out of doing Birmingham. Hey, thank you, Baz. Welcome to the One Bit Army. So yeah, so I'll be speaking to them about doing a talk. I'm going to see if we can do more than one because just doing the one, it didn't feel. We could have done more easily. There's a lot more we could talk about. Clashes with the Legio. No, that's fine. There will be a lot more. There will be a lot more stuff to do, talks to do, and things like that. So Monday, the archetypes chat start. I won't be doing them constantly throughout because there's loads. So I believe I've got Max coming on Monday and we're chatting about something to do with archetypes. So we can do that. Next Friday, you've got Holly the Small coming on. And we're going to chat about LARP, the beginning, where it all started. And then we'll work our way through. It should be very interesting. There's loads. I don't know if anybody knows of CJ the Geek at all. Aaliyah should recognise him because he did our introduction at MCM. Really, really nice guy. He does a lot of stuff for Lucifer, the TV series. He should be coming on as well, and we're just going to chat geek culture, nerd culture, whatever you want to call it, and that. So I remember back at the beginning, hot noises and wobbly screen. Is Twitch buggering up, is it? Is Twitch being a bit shit? Okay. So yeah, CJ the Geek should be coming on as well. I need to finalise some details with him, and then we can go from there. So that would be cool too. I'm just so crap at reaching out to people to see if they want to come on. But yeah, I really want to get Johnny and Kitty on to chat to them as well. So there's so much. There's too much to do. But still, anyway, so thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for being here while we've looked at Drachenfest US and we've laughed at it, and then we've realised how much potential is potentially there. Potentially. Jesus. Yeah. We'll look at doing Drachenfest, Germany, US, doing all of these sorts of things as well. Because, yeah, I like the look of it. And I want to do more LARPs. So, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you. I hope you all have a good evening. I hope you're all staying safe. I hope you're all looking out for each other. Yeah, just take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Look out for each other. Okay? And if you're struggling at all, don't forget to reach out. Okay? Are we raiding? Shall we raid? Do we raid? Oh. Let's allow that one. I'll allow that one. Drink it always in the woods, bastards. Yeah, I know, right? But yeah, I'll have to message them and see what they say. So, right, who am I finding? So we have a choice. Longest Johns. We're always raiding the Longest Johns. Go and tell them, if we raid the Longest Johns, go and tell them that they have to let me interview them at some point. The bastards. Right. Yeah, they're singing and stuff. They're great. Right, ready to raid. So yeah, go chat. Do them. Do them. Don't do them. Chat. Go and say hi and all of that sort of stuff. Okay. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.